What's up, y'all? Back again. It's been a good minute. Good to be back for another full video breakdown for you. This is a match breakdown of my last super fight match a month ago on May 17th, 2026. This is in Amherst, Nova Scotia at Breakthrough Martial Arts. This is a 10-minute match, super fight, 5 minutes, sub only, 5 minutes, 80cc rule set. Here we are on the ground with my opponent, and he right away falls into a half butterfly guard, knee shield position. Here I am trying to weave my arm across, crush the knee shield, make it him carry all my weight, sprawl on the butterfly hook, just in a basic standard butterfly half guard. In the beginning, he would look to off balance, control my posture, and I'm really just trying to shut down his guard and be heavy on top, make him work harder than me, carry my weight. I'm going to really just try to control his head, make it impossible for him to elevate me from the lower end to the upper body, shutting down any upper body attack as well that he can go for that could put him in jeopardy. Route drags, just sliding the arm across, grabbing the neck, whatever I can find efficiently. That and any front headlock choke I'm a sucker for. So as he's looking to cause some elevation, I am sprawling, staying heavy on the hips, looking to get back to headquarters, splitting the legs, stepping back inside for a knee cut, driving him back to his back, and I'm going to do my best to keep his hips flat, square on the mat, not keeping him off one hip. That's where you can use his guard effectively. Taking away that ability the best I can, getting that near side underhook, keeping his head flat on the mat as well. I'm going to attempt a Darce here. Briefly, a little bit far-fetched. He reguards right there. He sits up. Here is the jumping Darce or anaconda choke I'm going to try. Fighting the wrist onto the neck. Here we go. The connection wasn't perfect. As you can see, he rolls out, and here I am regarding. He manages to get good shoulder connection, and eventually I turtle up and he will take my back promptly. The reason he was able to take my back is my high ball right wasn't fully sealed, so a little too much separation between my knees and elbows, which allowed him to throw his hook in right here. But don't you worry, I will escape effectively while rotating my hips, keeping my knees high in my chest, which keeps my hips high, and that prevents him from fully locking control on my lower body, even though if he has a body triangle. As I turtle back again, he will secure 2 hooks, keep his knee up in the hip, and right here you will see me pummel my left foot under his left foot and use my right foot to staple his left foot to the mat, and I will rotate my hips and get up and eventually escape the back off my knees here. Here I am walking over that foot, hip switching, I'm back on my knees, I pop my head right out here, and we're back to that neutral position where I'm passing, pressuring forward, and he's back to playing supine. Back again, hand fighting, looking for that far side underhook, looking for either a route drag, pin his wrist. I'm going to get to the other side, pin his other wrist, either walk around, cut right through, or just keep the pressure forward. He can carry my weight as much as he can. The more he works, the more tired he gets. The closer we get to a finish or to score points when points begin. Right here, I'm putting my hand in his pocket, faking the knee cut, jumping another Darce. This is a tighter submission attempt here. I'll briefly commit to the finish here and look to pull the guard over top, but I feel him escaping. I almost try to stand up and drag him back. I wasn't fully committed to the drag as I should. He stands up, and here we are both up again. I'm gonna still maintain the pressure. I'm not gonna cease the pressure because we're standing up. I'm gonna keep the same pressure I had on him as we were on the ground, but against the cage now. As you see, head position is still there. I want him carrying my weight any position we are in. Now we're in the cage. I'll try to get my knee in between his legs. I put it on the outside looking for Casoto hook, but that was slightly a bad idea. Attempts to throw. As he attempts that throw, I catch myself. It wasn't that effective enough, but I keep the head in the head position in the pocket as he's trying to hand fight for inside position here. I will block that bicep, do my best to put my knee in the middle, in between his legs, preventing him to rotate on the outside. We're gonna be here for a brief moment and we'll go with the escape. Now right here, as he escapes off the cage, he rotates off the cage. I'm thinking of pulling, but he beats me to it. There's a flying closed guard, put feet on the hips, attacks the closed guard, controls my posture, underhook on the far leg. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rotate my hips to the left here. Point my knee inside his pocket, look to his left, and break the guard as he attempts a K-guard entry here. He's looking for backside or Kenny Basami. There's a brief delay there. As I stuff that K-guard, he ends up sweeping, but I instantly snatch my own K-guard, cross Ashy position, or outside Ashy here. I'm controlling the knee line best I can in the pocket. Really do my best to keep my weight on him, keeping him from getting up as I go attack his left leg. As I go attack his left leg, he tries to face me, I face him with an underhook. And here we are, back in the headquarters, split squat, splitting his legs best I can, keeping the weight on that knee shield, just on that knee shield as much as possible. And he went seated again in another flying Darce attempt. And here I am in an army guillotine. I'm going to sit all the weight into his hips and sit right back into a modified guard as he rolls. As he rolls, I try to follow him up on top. He successfully bridges, gets on top, and I attempt a Choi bar, followed by cross Ashy. With that cross Ashy, I backstep. I'm in a full cross Ashy position here. Now in this cross Ashy, he freezes knee line pretty quick, and I face him right back with an underhook. And here we are, non-stop action, non-stop hand fighting. The reason he was able to escape easily is because we were on the fence. It's pretty hard to maintain that position on the fence. I'm pinning his wrist, hand fighting for inside battle here, headquarters, back to the outside and right back into a knee cut. I shoot my arm over across to his head, nearly get a chest to chest, but he successfully reguards and retains easily. We're constantly fighting for inside battle here. When it's on the cage, it gets more challenging. It changes the game slightly, and he inverts back to waiter guard. He goes for an ankle lock, and I try my own. As I try my own, he freezes knee line. Poor connection on the knee line. I failed to maintain it, but that's okay. He attempts to pass. I invert, and I snap him right back down. Here we are again in the front headlock. I feel him defending successfully. Very good here. I'm going to go right back to a go behind. He attempts to sweep. I maintain position the best I can. I'm going to really look to wear on him, look for a back take, mount, whatever I can get. He falls to his hip. I failed to throw the hook in, but as you see, once he's on his hip, I'm going to just sprawl heavy, be heavy on my hips, really keep his legs just split and flat on the mat best I can as I attempt to shuffle over the side control, but fail to maintain as he turtles back up. I constantly try to pull him away from the cage here, maybe step around to the side control, but as he gets back to half butterfly, it's all about getting the underhook battle and splitting his legs apart. Get close to a pass, he attempts 2-on-1, an arm drag, and we're back to 50-50 here. Okay, this would have been a really good chance to pass north-south as I pin his arm, get my head inside his hips, but he reguards because I failed to control the leg. But that was a fast hip switch on his behalf, really good recovery. Hard to control a guy like this. I'm going to go 2-on-1 on his arm here, and he Granby's. I failed a crab ride, so I decide to attempt an ankle lock here, maybe an Ashy position in which I maintain grip of the ankle and keep him on his back, keep him down, as I want to stay on top because this is 80cc rules. Better chance of scoring on top always. And we're back into that split squat knee cut position, that J point that we talked about earlier. Even if you have a hard time scoring in this position, you have a lot of success in matches because you wear on your opponent very, very much. You know, they work harder than you. You're very more likely to win the match this way. If you just watch how Gordon Wine passes from here, he goes for weave pass. He's always heavy, a wet blanket on top, crushing that knee shield. It's hard to maintain that structure after quite, especially a long match that's 10 minutes with ADCC rules, right? So it's important to play this stop position here, this type of passing style, especially against a good half butterfly player like this man. And I like that butterfly too, and I've been on the other receiving end of this, and it's tough. Here's another flying darts attempt that completely fails. He gets on top. He's gonna look for his own front headlock, and I will defend the best I can. Grab his wrist, his chin strap wrist, as I look to elevate him over my shoulder here. That fails off the cage. The cage is behind us. Shut that down, and I think my leg was a little too extended where I couldn't completely elevate him, but he gets his own shot at a darts choke here. We successfully escaped the darts. Here's a little Maki Komi attempt here that I tried to create space to get my head back out, and we're back on top, back on a goal behind. Here we are on the back one last time. We're pretty tired at this point. It's a high-paced match all the way through. He reguards. I could have looked to break him down from there, but catching my breath, he tends to reguard. I'm going to shoot another darts attempt here on the guillotine. As I do that, I'm going to shoot the modified guard. But to throw my leg over top of his, really bring my knees to my elbows and sweep him over my shoulder. But he successfully turtles back up, gets back to his knees. And he's opening up his shoulders, making it hard for me to lock the darts here. So I will choose once again to go behind. Just left, here we go. Do my best to keep top position, keep him from getting up, always keep him on his back, make him more part of the game. Here we are for a battle for the far side underhook. As we battle for underhooks, he achieves it, but fails to get the roadblock. That's the knee behind my butt, keeping my weight forward, which prevents me to backstep. He would have taken my back here, but it was out of the way, so I backstep right into cross-hashi. Closest attempt I had to cross-hashi in this whole match, and I'm attempting a submission, a straight ankle lock, or an inside heel hook. Closest I've had. It was really close. He was managing very well, knew exactly what he was doing, got his knee line out. As you will see here eventually, and I will attempt to shoot my outside ashi and chain the attack. So he ends up freeing his knee line, and I shoot my outside ashi position here. Looking for another K-guard or Kenny Basami entry, backside 50-50, but he successfully once again will free his knee line, and we are back to neutral. Brief moment here, and he is out. Last few seconds of the match, 20 seconds to go. Final countdown here, and here we go. Last Hail Mary. Jumping in for submissions, pressure passing, but what a good match. We will see more soon. Time runs out. See you in the next episode. Os.